You want to learn a new programming language, but you have a question. What resources should you use? When? And why? I've learned several programming languages over the years, some better than others. And as I found out firsthand, learning something well depends on your system. The better the system, the better the learning. I've refined my own language learning system over the years, and it boils down to a simple recipe, which I'm going to share with you in this video. It contains the 3 resources you should use when learning a new programming language, and when you should use them. Whether you're learning your first programming language or your 10th, this video is for you. Let's get started. If you're joining me for the first time, then welcome. I'm Amy, and on this channel I talk about learning, programming, and skill building. Let's dive into it. Brian Hogan's book, Exercises for Programmers, is the place to start when learning a new language. This practice-oriented book has you writing code from the start. You'll get comfortable and confident with the basic syntax and data structures of your language. The exercises in this book are organized by topics such as conditionals, data structures, and functions. From there, you'll get practice with things like generating a random number, getting user input, and converting between data types. Exercises for Programmers is a gift that keeps on giving. The exercises aren't tailored to a specific language, so you can solve an exercise in Python now and JavaScript later. So you can easily reuse this book for the different languages that you learn. You'll find that the provided exercises are like an onion. You can solve the same exercise over and over again and gain new insights each time. That's because Hogan offers one or more constraints and challenges for each one. As you'll see, there's a lot to gain from repetition with a purpose. Once you've got some basic knowledge of your language, now you want to turn to Exercism, which is a free problem-solving platform. There are several reasons why Exercism matters. First, the problems you solve in Exercism will get you familiar and comfortable with the standard library of your language. They'll also introduce you to the idioms and patterns used in your language. Second, Exercism offers free mentoring. So after you solve a problem, get feedback on the problem you solved. Now, I can't speak on behalf of all the language tracks Exercism offers, but I'm working through its Go track right now, and I've been amazed at the quality of feedback I've received on the problems that I've solved. My learning has definitely accelerated because of this free mentoring. Third, Exercism has a lot of community solutions to study from and learn from. So after you solve a problem, study the solutions of others who've solved the same problem. This is a great way to add more tools to your programming toolbox, get practice reading code, and to learn about different data structures, algorithms, and approaches to use. Finally, Exercism is free. Now, it's time to level up your language knowledge by solving algorithms. I've cycled through many algorithm resources, and AlgoExpert is the best. Each problem has a video explanation that accompanies it, and these videos are worth mentioning. They consist of 2 parts, a conceptual overview and a code walkthrough, where you get a line-by-line explanation of the provided solution. I highly recommend watching both parts of the video. Yes, it's important to understand the solution, but it's equally important to understand the concepts behind it, which is why the conceptual overview is so valuable. Instead of big leaps, you'll find clear and thoughtful explanations on core algorithm concepts. Rather than memorizing, you'll find yourself really understanding. Now here's a tip. Take what you learn and do on AlgoExpert and apply it to other platforms like Advent of Code and LeetCode. This is a great way to exercise what you've been learning. Okay, so you now have the general progression to follow when learning a new programming language. First, get familiar with the basic syntax and data structures. Second, get familiar with the standard library for the language that you're learning and the idioms and patterns used. Third, learn about more advanced data structures and get practice with algorithms. As you work through these resources, it's a good idea to have a few books and other references related to your specific language at your ready. Use these if you get stuck or need to take a deeper dive into a particular topic. Now here's one more tip for you. Now that you know what resources to use and the sequence to use them, identify the learning tactics you should apply to make your learning efficient and effective. Check out howtolearneffectively.com for more. It's a free website that contains learning tactics. As always, thank you so much for watching, and please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, if you like this video, then please hit that subscribe button and bell icon right now. Thanks again for watching, and make it an effective day.